time I won't forever, forever, forever. Yeah.
Yo, what is good, guys? Just want to say welcome back to another episode of Hustle Williams. How I took a store from zero all the way up to 6K this in 4 weeks now. So it's pretty spectacular. We lucked out just about yesterday. I just did almost $1,000 in sales in one day, so it's actually picking up, and it comes with like a big scare. So with that being said, I just wanted to get you guys up and rolling, show you guys what I'm working on, how I've gotten this far. I've added a bunch of things. I'm going to continue to keep doing a bunch of things and growing this channel. And before we get started, I just wanted to ask you guys, if you can, please hit that subscribe button. We are aiming for 1,000 subscribers by August. I'm hoping we can hit 1K by August. We're up to 624. Please, please, please just subscribe. Hit that like button. Help us push our content and get it out there. I got some crazy things in the works, some things you guys are going to be amazed by. They're going to help you with your dropshipping journey. I'm going to go over awesome things that I'm using right now that help me along with my journey, and just give you guys the rundown so you guys can continue to do everything, and stay up just like I am. Always, with that being said, you just got to learn how to adapt. So this is going to be one of those kind of like a motivational video as well, where I'm going to show you guys how to adapt. Like, some things that have happened in the past have caused me to pivot in this direction. Like, you can't be afraid of pivoting. So what I mean by pivoting is like changing direction. So on occasion, like with especially online businesses, you're going to come up where things just stop working all of a sudden, and you got to just start making those changes. And with this business, sometimes that happens on a regular. So this is one of those times where it almost happened again. And I just want to show you guys like what to be aware of, like not to, totally get like, drown down and just be like, oh crap, like now what do I do here? But just to like acknowledge that the process is changing, or there's changes that are in the works, and like how to, make maneuvers and test things before they actually come to a foot. So with that being said, I want to show you guys everything that I'm working on and just like bring it to you. All right, so without further ado, if you guys can hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. And I know people have been asking me like, oh, that's not your real store. Like, can you show us it's your real store? And I'm just going to show you guys real quick. Like, yes, this is my real store. Look, these are my real numbers. This is what I really do. Like, this is it right here. So as you could see, in the last 31 days, I broke $6,224. 31 days. Today is actually the 31st. That's why I waited to drop this video. I wanted to do it at the end of the month so I could show you guys like, look, these are the sales, like this is it. And I'm actually just getting, boom, it just went up again. So it's going to increase by another $67. Like, this is early in the day, so it's not going to be finished yet, but this is just what you guys got to like look for as you're progressing. So right now I only have like 50 items up, and I'm just pushing this. So here's my goals for this month. So what we've done so far, and I'll break down profit. Profit is 10%. 10% was what we did. So 6,224 as of today. It was what, 624 to, no, it's less than that. Hold on, I'll do the math right now. It was 6,224. Yeah, 622 was our actual profit. So that's how much we generated for the full month, which is not bad. Like, I'm actually happy with that. That actually gets me back on my feet. That shows me like that the business that I'm working in right now is sustainable. So our goal right now is to increase profits up to 12% to 14%, and I'm working on it right now. I'm going to show you guys some tips and tricks to make sure like you're getting those profits, and to make sure like your business is sustainable. So with that being said, like 622 for the month, that's not bad. We're trying to gear this up to around like 1,005 to 2,000. I think I figured at like 17,000 would, a store would be great. So The game plan was to get to 10K first to hire a VA, but I'm fortunate enough to have worked with a VA for VA stands for virtual assistant for a very long time, and I knew like she would love to come back and work for me, so I kept her on Skype. And this wasn't the one who stole from me. I had two VAs. One of them stole from me. This one was the most reliable one. It was the first one I hired. It was the one I vetted the most, and she was fantastic. And she's an older woman, and she does the job damn well. So I'm gonna hire her back on, and she is getting ready to work for me. We're figuring some new things out. So what I have done since I've changed a couple of things around with this store. So we ran into a couple of issues where a couple of items were going in and out of stock pretty rapidly. So I wanted to, stop that from happening and be a little bit, more aware of those price changes. So what I did, I could have waited a little bit longer, but I wanted to just get a grasp of it and understand it before I move forward. Like, I was able to get this store where it's at. So we integrated SKU Grid into the store. I know I said I was running 100% manual, which I was up until just about last week. Now we implemented SKU Grid. Why did we do this? One, because it doesn't access the API. Like, it does not utilize the API settings, and it allows you to take information from your eBay store and adjust prices and price monitor using your suppliers and like where they're coming from, as long as your suppliers are through the SKU Grid monitor and they monitor a bunch of suppliers. So it wasn't like the biggest change ever. However, I do have some items on here that are like not variation, but a combination of multiple items, as well as some that aren't carried by their suppliers. So I have been testing a lot with this account. I think I have like 6 or 7 suppliers on here that I use regularly. Ranging from like Sportsman's Guide. I have some Jet on here. Jet has actually been pretty efficient to Walmart, all over the place. So this account has like tons of different suppliers on it, ranging lowest percentages I think is like 2. That's as low as I would go. So with that being said, that's where we're at with this account. And we just integrated SKU Grid. I'm not going to go over it in this video because I'm still getting a grasp for it, and I want to like know how to do everything before I show you guys. So I am going through the learning process. Once I figure it out and I've gotten like a good solid grasp of it and I can like go through it, then I'll show you guys how to do it. But I just want to say this is how we're doing it. Oh yeah, shout out to Nahar, Zik Analytics. If you're not on that, like, you really need to get it. Like, Zik Analytics is basically my bread and butter. It gives you all the data, the breakdowns, and like how to get where you want to go. So this is like giving me all the data and information on how to choose and find like the best items to sell, and like which ones I want to list, and like where the profit margin's at. I've also built a calculator, and I showed it in one of the last videos. I'm not sure if I'm going to show it yet, but like my calculator is how I can price an item, know what percentage it's at, and like show even with promoted listings that I'm still generating the profits that I'm looking for, whether it be 2% or 4%, actually including with the percentage of the promoted listings. So, and I have some cool stuff to talk about at the end. If you guys stick around, like, I really appreciate it. I'm gonna drop something heavy on you guys. This is what I've been working on the side for a long time. It's not gonna be ready for the mainstream yet, but it will be coming out soon. I have some really big names about to test the product out. It comes out very soon. We're almost ready to beta test. Like, my buddies just texted me now, like at the last minute, we're really on the verge of finishing this. So I just want to let you guys know, be on the lookouts for something. It's pretty spectacular. I think it'll help you guys a lot. Like I said, with my calculator, it's like an advanced form of it, so you guys can just track all your profits. It's amazing. It's really good, easy, convenient. You could teach a VA how to do it, and it doesn't connect to the API. So Boom, there you go. Doesn't connect to the API. You don't have to worry about it. It's just going to keep all your profits on track. You don't have to use an Excel sheet. It'll download everything into Excel, but without divulging too much information on it, because I'm going to get carried away, because it's one of my babies. I've been working on it for a while. I want to just go over this store, some cool bonuses that you guys can do to generate those profits, and like where I'm at. So I want to talk about how I've been working on this 10%. So it's been pretty tough to get to this point right now. So like the 10% margin is included with the promoted listings. So like I am promoting my listings. 1% is the bare minimum that I've been using. So we had to include that in our profits as well. So it's still 10% after we sold at that point. So what I've been doing is I actually had money, fortunately enough for me, where I was invested in Bitcoin at the time. I invested like a few grand when it was going up, when it was at that big boom and surge. And like, unfortunately for me, I lost a fuck ton of money, probably like, I don't know, like 1,400, I would say. But it's not that bad. Like, you guys gotta learn how to, like, roll with like money. If it's not working, like, oh well, learn from your mistakes, pick it up, and don't make the same mistake again. That's basically what it comes down to. So I had like a fortunate enough for me for like 6 to 800 still in my Bitcoin account. So like what I would do is I learned about this other this website called Card Bazaar, and Card Bazaar is fantastic. I'll probably do a video just on that, just by itself. So I used Card Bazaar, and I was able to move some Bitcoin into Card Bazaar to purchase discounted gift cards at about 10%. So that is how I maintained this 10% profit. You guys are like, oh, 10%, like that's nothing, or like, like, I don't know what you guys are trying to do, but 10% if I'm able to do 10% on like 4 different stores and generating about 20K each store, and it's not impossible. I've had stores over 100K. So like doing 2% at like between 4 to 5 stores, and or 10% generating about 2,000 a month. That's like an extra, what, 10,000K, like 10K. That's pretty sizable chunk of change. It's not being too greedy, yet not being like too, down on yourself. So like that's like the game plan, is to get at least 4 stores up to like 20K. So like this one is my starter store, and I'm showing you guys how I'm doing this. Next, I'm going to do stealth, and I'll break that down to you guys. I'm going to show you how I did stealth and everything. I'm going to go through it all. I'm going to show you guys like, hey, is my stealth account, if it's working, it's working. Like that's the next game plan, because we want to separate things now. Because what we learned is like when you keep everything all in one basket, your chances of losing all at once are pretty high. It's like going all in on like a fucking poker game. Like it's not really a good thing. And like by changing everything, keeping accounts separated, like this reduces our chances of being like, eBay coming down on us for one mistake. And it happens. Like you're not going to learn how to you're not going to be able to protect yourself a lot of times. Like I was fortunate enough with this account to keep it moving, and I'm going to keep it moving, and like to circumvent all those problems that could happen with this account in the future. We're just going to, open up a stealth account, and I'll go through that process. I'm not there yet, but I will be. We're generating up to 10K first, and then we're going to get it up to 20K. By next month, I want to be at 15 to 17K. That's my goal, and I think we're going to hit it. I think if we can do another 50 items, we should be able to generate about at least 10K, 12K. So I'm pretty confident in that. We're going to keep pushing this, and I got some items on here that are just straight duds that I haven't even moved. I haven't even taken an item down. I've just been listing and adding, and I don't think I listed in a few days yet. So I mean, this is still booming. So I'm gonna show you guys like how to keep going with that process. All right, so a couple of other cool things I want to show you guys. I'm gonna break this down real quick. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so this is right here. Let me just open it up. I'll open all 3 of these up so I can give you guys a breakdown of everything. Sorry for the delay. I was, just taking it easy today. All right, let me see. Come on. As you can see, fastest computer in the world. It is amazing. I love it. It's so quick. No, it's not. It's really not. I need to update this. All right. So like before, we're gonna go over the breakdown. 6,224 in the last 31 days. Problems we've had to refund buyers, like using those cashback credit cards. You really got to write down your cashback. I would write down the buyer's name, the cashback credit card number, and the pin that you bought it from if you're buying cashback gift cards, so that if you have a return, you could just look up that buyer's actual name, associate it back to that card, and your cards are saved on Card Bazaar anyway, so you can go back and that card still has money on it, reuse it instead of like losing all that money. So you're just like, oh my god, like I gotta make a return, I'm gonna lose all this money. Like with websites like Home Depot and I gotta double check with Home Depot. I don't want to say that one yet, but like Walmart, they'll give you the money back onto that original credit card, so that or onto that original gift card. So that helps big time. So you got to make sure you keep track of those cards. At least that's what they told me, and we're gonna go through it, and I'm gonna just make sure that's true. What else do we got here? Cashback. Oh my god, this is one of the biggest advantages that you can have when drop shipping. So I'm gonna give in my description down below, if you guys were to go check that out and read it, I got a bunch of affiliate links. Like if you guys, if I appreciate all the support I can get. I'm trying, like my goal this year is to quit my job and do this full time. So in order to do that, I've given a ton of affiliate links that you guys can click on. What that does, and those are everything I use from the past to like today. So my old softwares I used to use were Sale Freaks, and they were listed, and I have it labeled down there. If you guys still want to use them, up to you. I would recommend not using them, but I'm just going to keep them up there so you guys can see like the process and what I did. You guys don't have to use them if you don't want to. Not saying you cannot be profitable with them still. I still know people who are getting like 15% to 20% discounted gift cards from Amazon, unsure of how reliable they are. That is one thing I cannot guarantee, but I know that they are doing it, and if I was still doing it, 15% is a lot higher than what I was actually getting originally, which was 8%. So if you're still doing, which I was doing when I was still flagged, around 40 to 50K a month, like that's a flagged account with my Amazon listings, and like I was still doing pretty good. If you can get those 15 to 10% discount cards, yeah, you're still doing pretty good. You're over 4K at least at 10%. So I'm leaving those down there, and I have people you can contact if you're still interested in that. I can lead you to one of my main guys, Anthony. And also I want to give a shout out to Thrift Store Gold. They have been amazing with helping me promote, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And Kristen and Martin over there are just fantastic people. I want to say thank you. Paul J. Lipsky, Andrew Meadow, one of my boys, my boy Taylor Mankiewicz, I'm giving you a shout out. He's my boy through and through. We backed again to working again. Tom Comiers, Jason, you guys are fucking fantastic. I want to say thank you to everybody. We're just going to keep pushing this thing forward. So without further ado, we're going to get back into it. So yes, this is a cashback website. This is from Ebates. Like Ebates is one of the top ones that I would recommend using. Works spectacular with Walmart. So if you guys are using Walmart, like check out Ebates. Like you're losing money by not using it. If you're especially using a credit card, like me, my credit card gets a 2% cashback right now. I'm working on 3%. 3% would be Alien, I think, is the name of the credit card. I'm working up to that stage, but right now I'm still generating 2%, and that is working, so I'm happy with it. Then on top of that, you're still getting 2% profit margin, so that's 4% right there. Now if you use a cashback website and the item that you're selling gets a decent amount of cashback, like up to 5%, you're now up to 9%. Now if you want to be even smarter and use that cashback gift card to pay off your PayPal fees and your eBay selling fees, well, not your PayPal fees, but your eBay selling fees, you're now getting 2% back on those fees. So now you're not even paying the full 10%, you're only paying 8%. That's another 2% back in your pocket, back from the original cost that it cost you to sell that item. Boom. Use your brain. All right, so without saying that, if you guys want to check that out, it's eBay. It's listed below. Like I've done well over 200 with this site. Like I'm saying, like this is 1 month, so give it some time. Like it's built up to 33.32 right now. I'm happy with that. That's 33 extra bucks in my pocket for just clicking on a website to use it. All right, next we're gonna go over my, what is this? Is this impressions? This is my impression. So impressions got weird. This is what I was talking to you guys about, motivation. Yo, check this out. On the 28th, shit just hit the fan. Like, I was like, oh no. And unfortunately for me, I connected SKU like, I want to say on the 26th. And then, like, I haven't even been using it for that long. I didn't have every item listed. I had a couple in there. But with that being said, like, as soon as that happened, boom, 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 we all took a huge dunk. Like, I was like, oh no, this is a problem. But like, still being connected and fixing everything. Like, eBay has shut up sporadically. Like, this is real early in the morning, so like, that's why you're seeing that one that's really low. So don't worry about that. This uptrend is what I would worry about. That is spectacular. Like, I'm still happy about that, and we're gonna keep moving it. So shout out to everybody who was freaking out about this, because I know I was like, oh god, like, I gotta start all over again. And like, I'm super vulnerable at this point. This is like one of my only income streams, so like, we're trying to diversify, but I gotta get one where it needs to go first. So like, focus on one and then build out the other. So like, this is my one that I'm getting there, so I need this to stay stable. And like, that's why it was a big problem for me. I was like, can we figure this out? And we did. We stayed consistent, didn't change course, just drove it home. So that's what's going on with this one. All right, so I wanted to go over this, guys. If you guys had like some weird alterations within your promoted listings, like I did too, and this is just trust the process. Don't rush the process. Trust it. Like, I know you're freaking out. Take a step back. Just relax and come back to it, and like, boom, and these things happen. So be aware of it, okay? And luckily, no major changes have changed right now, because I'd be on it. I'd be asking questions. I'm in groups. I'm searching for these answers, and this is what we're doing, all right? Next, I wanted to go over clicks. So as you can see, like, the click rate didn't really change that much. It actually increased. So like, this is another thing you can look at. So like, your impressions may go down, but your click rate may stay up. So like, you want to make sure like they're about even, and like at least one of them is going up. So then you can make sure like, okay, there may be a situational problem on eBay, and it seems to be that way. As I went forward and I continued to look at my promoted listings at that time, it seemed like promoted listings were put way down the list. Like, and I don't think that's a thing that eBay wants. I think they want promoted listings pushing up forward, because they're going to get paid more when they're up higher in the rankings. So I think it was just a mishap on there, and it looks like it, because if I was eBay, I know I'd want to be getting paid as much as I could. So you want the promoted listings going up a little bit higher, maybe just slightly under your organic searches. Like, you don't want them like as far down as they were. And I did a search on this, and it seemed like they were pretty far down. All right, going through the rest, we are going to keep it going. We're going to look at Mr. Rebates. So with Mr. Rebates, I wanted to talk to you guys about this. This is some pretty cool stuff. So Mr. Rebates is my other cashback website. It is listed below if you're using like Amazon and a couple other sources. Or this is a fantastic website. As you can see, like, I don't bullshit. Like, I do make this amount of money. So like, this was my cashback for Mr. Rebate. So far I've taken out $2,053. I still got like 200 in there, so another 200 coming back. I got this awesome paycheck coming to me real soon, 800. I'll take that to the bank. But it's nice. So yeah, $2,000 at least coming back so far. Like, it's not bad. You guys really got to add these cashback websites to your arsenal. Like, just make sure your cart is empty. You go through the process, you add them in. Like, it's a little extra work, but it, like, look at the profits, man. Like, why would you not do it? Like, it adds up. It adds up. Make sure you're doing this, okay? Double check. Always double check. All right, so that's Mr. Rebates. I want to give you guys a heads up on that. Like, the link is in the description. Like I said, Amazon is one of the best sources for it. All right, so we're going to keep going. Which one was that? All right, Ernie. This is another one you guys got to add into your arsenal. So like, what Ernie does is helps you and protects you with your purchases. So right now, in the 1 month that I've been using it, so it's gotten me $1.99 back, which is not crazy good, but like, that's still an extra $2 that I would have missed out on if I wasn't using it. With that being said, like, add Ernie. Ernie works great for like your major retailers like Walmart and things like that. Like it is a good tracker. It keeps monitors your cashback. It monitors your like if items are going up in price, it's gonna make sure like you're like it'll alert you, and if it drops down and it's within a certain time frame, it's gonna try and get that money for you. So like let's say an item went from like $80 to $70, it's going to reach out to whoever your supplier is, mostly Walmart, and be like, hey, this is a price reduction. We bought it at this time. I'd like to get it for the difference. And they're going to try and send you, get the difference for you if possible. And then like, they take a cut also. I'm not sure what their cut is, but it's still money back in your pocket that you would originally have missed out on if you did not have it. So I have it added. Link is also in the description. Like if you guys want to check it out, it's worthwhile. Okay, so that's Ernie. And then last but not least, all right, we are going to go over one of my favorites right here. This is Ebates. So if you guys are interested in Ebates, like click on the link below. Like this one I went over already, but it's just a fantastic website. This is what it looks like. They're coming out with new stores all the time. Like prices change a lot, but like you just use their website on the side. It shows you like all their information and you could just go through it. It's worth it. All right. And I think I have one more. No, I think that's it. So without further ado, one of the main things I want to tell you guys that we are working on is I don't think I have a screenshot of it, but I'm gonna just put up my sales again so you guys can see it in case anybody has any second questions. Like I showed you my store, this is exactly it. So with that being said, so I am working on a Chrome extension that doesn't connect to the API. We've been working on it for quite some time right now. It's just about ready to be released. I know people have been asking. I've been trying to keep it hush, but like I am just super excited about it. My buddy and I have been working on this. We've done applications in the past. I actually built a game that we pitched to Nintendo. We never actually finished the game, but it's still in his portfolio. We may release it. I'm not sure yet, but with that being said, like we are working on this extension. It is almost finished. I've reached out to a couple of drop shippers and other wholesale suppliers and other thrifters that I know, and I've asked them to see if they'd like to test the extension. Most of them have agreed. So we're going to send that out when it's completed, and I'm going to give them first access to it once I get their feedback, and if they suggest any changes, we're going to use those recommendations, make the alterations, and I will release it to you guys. I do have a video. I was going to show it to you guys, but I'm just going to keep it under wraps for a little bit longer. Please, like, I'm giving you guys as much info as I can going forward. We will have this done very soon, and it'll be easy for you guys to like track everything, and it's looking pretty sweet. So I hope you guys bear with me just a little bit longer as we're finishing this up. It's not an easy process. We're only like a 2-man crew, so, and it's not even me building it. It's my boy Taylor. I got to give him all the credit. He knows all the programming, and he's worked extremely hard on this, and I can't appreciate it enough. He's my boy from all way back when we were working on stuff, so it's going to be awesome. And in the future, I want to let you guys know I'm going to have more people on. We're going to do interviews, and I'm working on that right now. So next goal is to make this hit 10K. We're going to try and hit 8K next month, and then reach 10K shortly after. So I'm going to keep this program going that I got. I'm going to show you guys everything that I'm breaking down and doing. If I make changes, I'm going to tell you guys about it. I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing, and let's ride the wave. So without being said, if you guys can help me out, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you guys are interested in any of the tools, they are all listed down below. Some of the main ones, just get those cashback websites like going. If you're not using my affiliate links, it's all good. Like it's okay. It's fine. But if you want to, I appreciate it. More power to you. Thank you so much. But if you guys don't want to, don't. Like, just go out onto those websites, just use them, put them in your arsenal. Like, I'm out here trying to help everybody. I mean, I'm making money. There's no reason why you can't do it either. So that's my whole purpose with doing this, showing you guys it's still possible, how to do it, how to go about it, and like, you know, just trying to give you guys guidance. If you have any questions, like what you guys want to see, what do you guys want to know, like hit me up. I always answer in the YouTube comments. And let's just keep this going. I want to say thank you again for checking my channel out. Please hit that subscribe button if you guys can. Hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys later. And stay hustling and keep grinding. All right, peace out, guys.